Hello, very good morning. Can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes, loud and clear. Can you see me and hear me also?
Yes, absolutely. So very good morning. It's first of all, I want to thank you so much for inviting me,
My,
and it's a great pleasure to talking to you. And yeah, let's get started.
okay, let's get started. It's my pleasure you are here on my platform. So let's start.
Sure.
So, Kushamdeed in another episode of the Nisa Show. I am your host Kamarul Nisa and I am a relationship harmony coach helping women achieve growth and fulfillment in their familial relationships. Today I am back with another mind-blowing session with our special guest Ravi Nadar, a personal branding designer and author of the best-selling book Quit Mediocrity. As the host of the Ravi Nadar Show and co-founder of Simplify Success, he has transformed the lives of our 500 professionals across the globe. What makes Ravi truly exceptional is his unique blend of that personal brand design and mindset coaching, known as Mr. Brand in the coaching industry. Yes, Mr. Brand in the coaching industry. He has helped professionals not just build their brands but completely transform their lives through strategic personal branding and powerful self-talk techniques. He is one of the few experts who has successfully guided 50 plus professionals to become TEDx speakers. Yes, you listened rightly, TEDx speakers. Proving that when we change our inner dialogue, we can achieve extraordinary results. Everyone, please join me in giving a warm welcome to Ravi. Thank you so
Thank you
much,
so
Ravi.
much.
Ravi,
Thank
will
you.
you? We are excited to learn from your expertise about the importance of self-talk in building a powerful personal brand and creating meaningful that impact. Would you like to share what inspired you on this transformative journey? Over to you.
Absolutely. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much for asking this question, Kamar. First of all, you are just doing amazing, and the kind of a work you are also doing, like when it comes to helping people to improving their relationship and bringing that harmony, that is something which is very much needed at this particular off time, like, where everywhere there is a chaos and everything. So keep impacting. Now, coming back to your question, like, how did all this got started? I still remember, I was one of the guy when it comes to in a school, okay, a very introvert person. When I say introvert, I don't like to speak to anybody, and there is a reason behind why I don't like to speak to anybody, and I am very much selective when it comes to making of friends. I would always be with one or two people. That's it, because I know, they are the one where I am a safe zone. Because what used to happen is in childhood, I got bullied because of my dark skin color. Like if you see in India, in Hindi, they used to call me Kalia. They used to bully me with my dark skin color. And that used to hit me so hard that why are people calling me with my dark complexion? Is there something wrong about me? I cannot change that. That is the way I was born, right? And I cannot do anything. But the moment, when people are making fun of you in front of others, that made me go back into the shell, as a tortoise. The moment, when if you see or touch tortoise, it directly go back, push back. I used to go back to the shell, and I used to be very much selective only to the few people, because I don't want anybody to bully me. And when it comes to girls, I never used to speak to them. I am very much shy, because thinking back of my mind, there is only one thing: what if these girls will also make fun of me in front of others, and I could not digest that. So that actually made me more coward, I would say. That made me more going back into the shell. That made me my confidence at a very low. And I started disbelieving myself. I started seeing the world has been end, because every day you have to see the same color in the face in front of the mirror. And when people are mocking you, when people are bullying you with this color, I don't think so. Like, there is point of a time like, what can you do in rest of the life? And compared to this, not only this, like I am also not great at studies. I am a very average guy. I was the like, not the backbencher, not the front bencher. I was the middle bencher, and I used to always get the average passing mark. And though like, I am not a graduate student, I got a big zero in maths, and I am a college dropout guy. But that should not stop me. But that should not stop me, and also the color should not stop me, because there was one point of a time where I was struggling a lot, because there was a lot of the financial crisis in the family. And I grew up in a chawl where there was like, every now and then there used to be a fight around, and if there is no fight, I would not see anybody around fight in the neighbor. I would see fight at my home. So that kind of abusive relationship, the upbringing, that also matters a lot. And coming from that particular background, it was like, it was not a great place to be in for anybody. Many a time I thought of like, doing suicide as well. But when the moment comes, like, for doing that suicide, I don't have that courage to do that, because I said that this is not the solution for me. So what is the solution for me? The solution is that how can I change? How can I change? And if I have to change, then I have to like, roll my sleeves up. I have to roll my sleeves up, like, if I'm in the family member, if I want to make a change, if I want to create that movement, starting with my family, then to my neighbors, then to my like, relatives, then to my friends. So if I go back and I see that like, I have like, created that change, and like, everybody can see that change in me as well. And based on all these situations, that made me to take a decision that, hey, I need to change. If I need to change, I need to see what are the solutions which is available, which will help me to change. And that's when I started my self-development journey, and that's when everything all got started, Kama. This is a little nutshell about me.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. But you are such a that handsome and smart young person.
Thank you.
वही ना, उनके पास वो आंखें ही नहीं थी that time. But
Absolutely.
nowadays,
And you said, Kamar, you said very rightly, उनके पास वो आंखें नहीं थी, that is right. But हमारे पास भी हम उस नजरिया से नहीं देख पा रहे थे.
yes.
Correct, because we were seeing that this is the only world we have to live in from childhood. But हमने वो बाहर की दुनिया देखी ही नहीं है, जहाँ पर like there is so much of abundance. You're right.
तब तो सिर्फ इतना ही था, काला और गोरा. But nowadays it's a very vast world. We have so many things. So let's start today. I have so many questions for you related to this
Sure.
self-talk and personal branding. So my first question to you is that how does the quality of your self-talk impact your daily decisions and overall well-being? Because this is the main question, that how to talk with our own self.
Absolutely. Well, it is very much important, Kamar, because every day we make a decision.
Yes.
Today also we made a decision to come live. So that is the decision. Then like, to talk with each other so that we can share this message to other world, so that like people who are at this particular stage, they can also come out of this. This we together made a decision so that we can share. So everywhere, like, we are making that particular decision. Some decisions are good, some decisions are bad, some can be done better. But that should not stop us to take a decision. When it comes to how it is important for you, like, a self-talk to make a daily decision, it is very much important. Let me give you a example. You wake up in the morning, the first thing is you make a decision to snooze your alarm or wake up.
Okay.
And the moment you snooze that alarm, and it just goes 5-10 minutes, again the alarms rings back, then you're making decision again if I have to wake up or not. You make a decision to wake up, and what happens, 90% of people, what they do is they just go on Instagram or they just go on WhatsApp. They have not started their day yet, but they are starting their day with a scrolling phone. And you know what they see when they immediately when they start seeing on the Instagram, They are seeing there is a beautiful picture of a woman or maybe boy who is enjoying a vacation, or maybe with a supercars, or maybe with a mansion, or maybe people are doing enjoying and partying life, or luxury things all the branded items, each and everything. They are just scrolling and they did not realize that they have already invested their first 15 to 30 minutes in that just scrolling. Second, now the game begins. What happens when you start seeing that social media, when you're scrolling, you started talking to yourself. Why am I living this life? Why my life is so pathetic? Why am I not worthy enough of this kind of a life? Why am I not handsome? Why am I not beautiful? Why I don't have a many money, where people I can see they are going for a luxury vacation, and I'm still struggling for that 100 rupees, 200 rupees, or 1,000 rupees. Where I see in the Instagram there are beautiful great cars, super cars and everything, Mercedes, BMWs, everything, and I'm still struggling to fix my car which is due maintenance. What is happening? Just by looking at those pictures, you're talking to yourself this thing. Can you relate to this? And this is how you're starting your day, and this is the self talk you're talking to yourself. Then what happens? The moment you start asking this particular question, अंदर से एक आवाज वापस से आती, हाँ यार ये बात तो सही है. Why am I living this life? हाँ बरोबर यार, तेरा लाइफ तो पैथेटिक है. Why I don't have these kind of a car? Yes, right, you have a car which is due to maintenance. Why am I not handsome or beautiful? Yeah, right, nobody likes you, nobody gets attracted to you, or maybe nobody respects you, nobody values you. जो क्वेश्चन हम पूछते हैं उसी का जवाब हमको अंदर से वही मिलता है. एंड व्हाट हैपन, दिस सेट्स योर एंटायर डे, और आपका पूरा दिन खराब जाता है. और पूरा दिन आप क्या करते हो? यू स्टार्ट गेटिंग जेलस अबाउट थिंग्स विच यू डोंट हैव, एंड देन यू स्टार्ट कंपेयरिंग विद अदर्स which you can achieve, or maybe this is not something which is for you, and you start comparing और पूरा दिन निकल जाता है, and that is the worst decision which you make at the start of the day, और तुम्हारा पूरा दिन खराब जाता है. And that is the power of a self talk which actually broke your day, which literally shattered your day. Now let us see on the other side what is happening. Come up again, morning alarm rings back. You see, you snooze for just 5 minutes, और फिर 5 मिनट के अंदर तुम उठ जाते हो. The moment you get up, you just put your mobile phone in a charging. The first thing what you do is, this is what I do. Let me share my own experience, because so that you can relate to it.
Yes.
I just go ahead and within in the bed itself, I just close my eyes. This is what I do. I just close my eyes. Thank you so much, God, for giving me this wonderful day. Thank you so much. I'm grateful for this particular body so that I can walk. Thank you for grateful for giving me this eyes to see this particular world. Grateful for the house where I am living in. Grateful for wonderful wife. Grateful for wonderful life. Grateful. I am starting my life my day with a blessing. So now what I'm started seeing is, I can see what all grateful things I'm blessed with. There are so many people who are not blessed with this, Kamar.
Yes.
Do you agree? For example, if I am saying that thank you so much, God, for giving me this eyes to see this world, there are so many people are unfortunate, they are not able to see this world. When I'm saying thank you so much, God, I'm grateful for you for giving me this house where I am living in, there are so many people who do not have to their house to live, where they are living in the streets. Especially if you see in Mumbai, not in Mumbai, there are so many places they are living in a street. So I am starting my things counting on my blessing. But was I like this every time? No, I was on the other side as well, scrolling that Instagram and everything. But now I'm on this particular side. That's why I can relate to this. So when I'm setting a tone for that particular day by talking to myself, I am grateful for each and everything. And also I see that I say to myself that thank you so much, God, for giving me a wonderful opportunity to live this life today. Yes. And you know what, Kamar? There are so many people who is not going to live today. There are so many people who are going to meet with an accident, and they are not going to see this life. Isn't that you should be grateful for your life? So this what makes me like counting my blessings and grateful. And then once the grateful has been done, then I just move out and then I sit for a meditation where I need to calm my mind. And I just need to calm my mind because definitely I am also a human being. There are so many different thoughts comes into your mind, so let it get settled down. So what happens when I'm sitting for a meditation, sometime it takes like 10 to 15 minutes, sometime 45 minutes, it totally depends. Let's see, like you have a glass of a water, you pour a water into it, and like after you see like 5-10 minutes, you will see like everything is getting settled. So this is how the mind also works. And then I have certain chants which I chant like based on my whoever I believes in, God I believes in, I do that chant because that gives me an energy, that gives me a power. And उसके बाद जो चीज करता हूं, that is very much important, is I talk to myself, which is called as an affirmation. So I read all the affirmation that I am a confident, charismatic personality. I am earning this much money every month. I am like grabbing all the opportunities which is coming to my play. I'm able to always over deliver to my client. I am living a happy and successful life. I am having this particular house. I am having this. I am. So what happens is जैसे ही मैं ये बोलता हूँ, when I start like कामर, ये जब मैंने स्टार्ट किया था affirmation जब पढ़ने के लिए, I was not believing it. बिकॉज हमारे माइंड में काफी बिलीव्स होते हैं जो डिफरेंट ट्रॉमास एंड एवरीथिंग, दे आर सेइंग दैट यू आर लाइंग टू योरसेल्फ व्हेन यू आर रीडिंग दिस अफर्मेशन, राइट? बट इट्स अ प्रैक्टिस विच आई स्टार्टेड डूइंग. तो मैं ये पूरा अफर्मेशन जब पढ़ता हूं, और ये पूरा अफर्मेशन पढ़ने के बाद देन लाइक व्हाटएवर द वर्कआउट, और मे बी अ वॉकिंग टुवर्ड्स द नेचर, और मे बी योगा, एनीथिंग whatever I want to do, that is how I starts my day. So इससे क्या होता है, with the power of a self talk, I set a tone for that particular day, so that the entire day I'm counting my blessing, I'm grateful for each and everything, and definitely there will be a bad day as well, and that is absolutely fine. But it doesn't matter if there is a good day or bad day, but मेरा ये routine will always make me like my day a better day. So this is how like it is very much important, Kamar, for making a daily decision with the power of a self talk, Kamar.
Yes, amazing. Such a profound insight. Thank you so much. Yes, our inner dialogue, I think it's truly our lives, I think, GPS. और ये
Correct.
ये जो gratitude thing है, I am also practicing this thing, and it has that ना ripple effect. क्योंकि जो भी हम जिस चीज के लिए भी हम grateful होते हैं, and God will send us that the trillions fold to us. जब हम एक चीज के लिए वो शुक्राना करते हैं, क्योंकि उसमें वो पावर है, वो हमें वापस आता है हमारी लाइफ में. और affirmations तो such a that profound thing that I'm also doing this and practicing these things. And our mentor that told us that once, she said us that fake it till you make it.
Yep, correct.
Yes.
Because in the start like when you're starting it, you won't believe in yourself, but you are faking it. Yes. But in the journey you will make it.
Yes. I'm also doing so many affirmations, writing and reading a lot these affirmations, doing mirror exercise and reading my affirmations, so many affirmations. So thank you so much for giving such that variety of things, so our audience will relate with this, or if they are not doing things, they will started to do these things. Thank you so much. So my next question to you is that in what ways can developing that positive relationship with your own self and enhancing your interactions with others? Because when we have this good or positive relationship with our own self, then we can connect with others. This thing you will already revealed this thing, but a little more on this concept.
Absolutely. Great. Now let's dive deep into this particular thing, like how it is important for connecting with yourself, at the same time connecting with others. This is very much important, and self talk plays a very much important role to this as well.
Yes.
So coming to when I shared the first point, जब हम हमारे आप से हम अच्छे से बर्ताव नहीं करते हैं, और if you are always talking negative, it shows in our face as well. When I say it shows in our face, the moment when you are just like तुम अपने आप को कोस रहे हो, तुम अपने आप को ब्लेम कर रहे हो, तुम अपने आप की गलती को बार बार देख रहे हो और कुछ भी अच्छा ही नहीं दिखता तुमको. वो बोलते हैं ना, like if you like give a very beautiful thing also, you will start like blaming कि इसमें कुछ तो खराबी है. तो जब वो सिचुएशन में जब आप हो और आप अपने आप को कोस रहे हो, नेगेटिव सेल्फ टॉक है, काफी चीजें हो रहा है एंड ऑन, वो ही आपके बाहरी दुनिया में भी आपको दिखने लग जाता है. इट विल फर्स्ट शो इट ऑन योर फेस. व्हेन आई से इट विल शो इट ऑन योर फेसेस, आप कभी मुस्कुराहट ही नहीं देखोगे कि उस फेस में. वो हमेशा कुछ ना कुछ टेंशन में, और देयर इज समथिंग व्हिच इज हैपनिंग. ही डजंट बॉदर कि उसको लगता है कि बाहर किसी को दिख नहीं रहा है, but it is reflecting. Second, how it is reflecting is, it is reflecting in his emotions. He will get more pissed off, he will get more frustrated, he will get react होता रहेगा. कोई भी एक छोटी चीज के लिए he will be reacting, क्योंकि उसके अंदर का रिलेशन उसको ठीक नहीं है. so that's why he is reacting. वो बोलते हैं ना, चिड़चिड़ापन ज्यादा करेगा वो, और he will be not satisfied for anything. हर चीज में वो नुक्स देखेगा. So that is why he is not able to connect with himself. और ये जब आप दूसरे को कनेक्ट कैसे नहीं कर पाओगे, is because you start getting jealous about other people. And this is very much important topic which I want to share is, Kamar, जब आप नेगेटिव सेल्फ टॉक हो जाते हो ना, सबसे ज्यादा चीज कहां पर होती है? when you are getting jealous about others. Because हम jealous हो रहे हैं because he is having what I want in my life. Maybe he is having that a great life, money, cars, everything, all the things. Or maybe when he is going to office, colleagues, he is having a better position, better salary, better package, he's looking more better or beautiful or handsome than. तो हम क्या करने लग जाते हैं? हम jealous, we get jealous about other people. और whenever we are getting jealous about other people, ये लोगों को ये नहीं पता है कि we are not, when it is very much impactful not for others but it is impacting us. जब हम किसी और पर jealous करते हैं, लोगों को ऐसा लगता है कि when I am getting jealous about someone else, तो उसको it is going to have a effect if I am getting jealous. But they don't know that jealousy is impacting your own soul.
Yes.
It is getting impacted on your soul, and when you are getting jealous, it is actually hampering, it is actually, तुम अपने आप को deconstruct कर रहे हो, तुम अपने आप को वो negative इस पर डाल रहे हो. Now how can you improve a connection? You can only improve a connection when you start blessing each and everybody, period. Because I was there in this situation. I was also there when I used to get jealous, because when I was having a financial crisis at my family, whenever I was seeing other family members who is very well versed with their money, they were not having any kind of a challenges, they were having a cars and घर बंगला, काफी चीजें हैं. I used to get jealous, but the moment when I started blessing, और ये ब्लेसिंग सबसे पहले आपको दूसरों को नहीं देना. फर्स्ट स्टार्ट ब्लेसिंग योरसेल्फ, एंड व्हेन यू विल स्टार्ट ब्लेसिंग अदर पीपल फॉर देयर सक्सेस, फॉर व्हाटएवर दे हैव, वो एक अंदर से बोलता है ना, एक ठंडक आ जाती है. इन शॉर्ट, आपको वो अंदर से एक फुलफिलमेंट आ जाएगा. बट when you're starting this process, this is not the जब स्टार्ट में इतना अच्छा नहीं लगेगा. You will say me that how can I bless somebody who is my enemy, who did this to me?
Yes.
I understand. It is not under our control, but why don't you bless? Because ये blessing तुम जब दूसरों को देते हो, तुम अपने आप को छुटकारा पा रहे हो, right? Whenever you are blessing somebody else, two things is happening. You are getting fulfilled within yourself. Second, you are also blessing that people, and when you are blessing other people, whatever they have, the way they are, universe start giving you more what they have, period. So the moment when you will start blessing, आपका connections where the connection towards others, you will start improving. मे बी blessed with whatever they have, अगर किसी को एक अवार्ड मिल रहा है, किसी को एक अपॉर्चुनिटी मिल रही है, किसी को ग्रोथ मिल रहा है उनके लाइफ में, किसी को कुछ किसी ने कुछ लॉन्च किया, अगर किसी ने नई गाड़ी खरीदी है, किसी के घर पे कुछ अच्छी चीजें हो रहा है, bless them. Take a minute and just bless them. The moment when you will start blessing, आपका वो ऑरा ही चेंज हो जाएगा, because the intention within you is like you just want to live them a very great, happy and blissful life. So blissful is equal to blissful life. So this is how you can improve your connections from within as well as with others. Always bless others for whatever they have, and never get jealous, because there is a certain part, आपका जो घड़ा है, आपका जो I would say, yeah, आपका जो whatever you want in this particular life, it has been kept by the universe. You just not able to see it, but you're focusing on किसी और का घड़ा. You're focusing on somebody else's कि इनको सब मिल रहा है, मुझे नहीं. But you're not able to see your own thing, which universe has already kept, and the universe just want you to come and take this from from him. That's it. बट आप अपनी लाइफ पूरा गला देते हो जस्ट बाय लुकिंग ऑन अदर्स की वो कैसे क्या अचीव किया, क्या नहीं किया, एंड यू फेल टू सी योर ओन व्हाट वी से द अबंडेंस व्हिच इज वेटिंग फॉर यू इन योर लाइफ. सो दिस इज हाउ यू कैन इंप्रूव योर रिलेशनशिप, कामा.
Yes, absolutely. Beautifully explained. It's exactly like that saying, we can't pour from an empty cup. ना हमारे पास कुछ तो हो, वो बर्तन तो हो पकड़ने वाला, क्योंकि हम तो वही दूसरों को जेलस होने में ही वो खत्म कर रहे हैं ना. If we have our own cup, our own that vessel, तो then we can kept anything in that thing, ना. Beautifully explained. I have seen this kind of that transformation countless times in my coaching practices. When we nurture our own relationship with our own self, our connection with others, naturally that became more authentic and fulfilling. और वही इस blessing में ripple effect है. According to that, in our deen, according to Muslim, that we believe that we have two that farishtas on our shoulders. They are writing our deeds. One is writing our bad deed and one is writing our good deed. And whenever we are praying for someone, so that one is writing our good deed, he tells to God that, God, whatever he is asking for another person, give it first to him.
Wonderful. I was not knowing this, but thank you so much for sharing this. Yeah.
And whose words are more powerful? Obviously, these farishtas, na. So we have to bless others. Got this ripple effect in our own lives. Thank you so much for giving this type of answer. So my next question to you is that what are some that practical strategies you have found effective for cultivating self-love, and how have they transformed your life, and how are you practicing for your tribe, for your community?
Absolutely. So there are a lot of practical things, and I'll share you some of the practical things which I do. The very first practical thing is when you're getting started in this journey, because it's not an easy journey. It's easy for me to talk from here because I have gone through this transformation. That's why I'm able to see that particular journey. But for somebody to get started in this particular journey, it's not that easy. So what are things they can start doing it? Like जैसे मैंने कहा gratitude, मुझे gratitude का तो meaning भी नहीं पता था. So gratitude means you need to be grateful for what you have. I literally search when I was doing research about all the successful people, ये gratitude चीज क्या है? That's when I got to know. So a simple भाषा में grateful. You need to be grateful for everything. Count your blessing हो गया. Read affirmation. आप अपने आप को when you are affirming yourself, this is very much positive. How I do that, whenever I am traveling. If I am traveling or कहीं पर भी मुझे कुछ भी टाइम मिलता है, there is an affirmation which goes on my earphone. Period. Even if आई एम इनटू सम नेगेटिव जोन और कुछ नेगेटिविटी, यहाँ पर एफर्मेशन चलता ही रहता है, लाइक आई एम ब्लेस्ड, आई एम लाइक आई एम हैविंग ऑल द ग्रेट अपॉर्चुनिटीज, आई एम ग्रैबिंग ऑल द अपॉर्चुनिटीज, ईच एंड एवरीथिंग, ये एफर्मेशन चलते रहता है। ये आपको लगता रहेगा कि ये कुछ काम नहीं करता है, बिकॉज यू आर थिंकिंग फॉर सम रिच क्विक फिक्स। विद इन एक दिन से कुछ नहीं होता है, बिकॉज ये जो हमारे बिलीव्स है, स्कैरसिटी का जो बिलीव्स है, ये हमको बचपन से डाला गया है। एंड फॉर सम, यस, दैट हैज लिटरली बीन पोर्ड। सो फॉर एग्जाम्पल, लाइक वन ऑफ द थिंग इज many people see themselves as a loser and they don't feel worthy enough for accepting the abundance from the universe. ये क्यों होता है? Because it's not their fault. जब बचपन से वो स्टार्ट किए हैं, सो बचपन से क्या होता है, अगर वो एक सब्जेक्ट में भी फेल हो जाता है, पीपल स्टार्ट कॉलिंग देम एज अ फेलियर। मम्मी फेलियर बुलाती है, पापा फेलियर बुलाता है, भाई फेलियर बुलाता है, सिस्टर फेलियर बुलाता है, नेबर्स फेलियर बुलाता है, टीचर फेलियर बुलाता है, और बाकी के पूरे लोग फेलियर बुलाता है। तो ये द चाइल्ड व्हाट डज ही थिंक इज, ही थिंक्स दैट ही इज रियली अ फेलियर। तो हर जगह फिर वो कहीं पर भी जाएगा तो उसको लगता है कि ही इज अ फेलियर, ही इज अ फेलियर, ही इज अ फेलियर। और ये इनर डायलॉग अगेन, दिस कम्स विद अ सेल्फ टॉक। वो अपने आप को फेलियर 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 बोल के उसके माथे पे एक लेबल लगाया जाता है जो किसी को नहीं दिखता है, उसी को दिखता है, ही इज अ फेलियर। एंड आई वाज बीइंग देयर इन दिस सिचुएशन एज वेल। किसी के लेबल लगाने से, किसी के बोलने से तुम फेलियर नहीं बन जाते हो। I'll give my own example. जैसे कि I got a big 0 in maths and I am not a graduate person. I am a college dropout person, but that will never stop me to achieve the kind of a life I want. But that doesn't mean that I'm not asking you to not to get graduate. Graduation is not my cup of tea because I think like मेरा focus उसमें नहीं जा रहा था. I can focus in something else, right? So coming back, what are the practical things what you can start doing is a mirror exercise is very powerful. Definitely you also teaching it to your mentees and everything is the moment I go in bathroom mirror हो गया. अगर if you don't have in a mirror in a bathroom in front of the cupboard or wherever the mirror is, talk to yourself, see yourself. Yes. पहले अपने आप को देखो, अपने आप से एक अच्छा सा रिश्ता पैदा करो. Say to yourself that I like myself. I like myself. I like myself the way I am. I like my eyes. I like my eyebrows. I like my hair. I like my beard. I like my nose. I like my lips. I like my teeth. I like my ear. Yes. और ये मिनिमम 50 टाइम्स अगर आप जब करते हो, फर्स्ट डे कुछ नहीं होता है, सेकेंड डे कुछ नहीं होता है, थर्ड डे कुछ नहीं होता है, एक हफ्ता, 2 हफ्ता, 3 हफ्ता, like 30 days, 60 days, 90 days जब आप करते हो, you will start liking yourself. And that's when the transformation start happening. This is one of the practical steps which I started implementing in my life and I started loving myself. Second is, don't be too harsh to yourself. अपने आप को बहुत मत कोसो because already लोग बहुत कोस रहे तुमको. You are the best person to not to judge yourself or being so harsh. Instead of that, give some space to yourself, celebrate your wins, I would say. भले कभी कभार क्या होता है ना कामर, छोटे छोटे विन्स हम भूल जाते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर हमारा एक ड्रीम है कि मुझे एक घर खरीदना है, बट वो घर खरीदने से पहले मुझे एक अच्छी नौकरी लगी है, वो अच्छी नौकरी लगने के बाद मेरा वहां पर 2 साल के बाद ग्रोथ हुआ है, उसके बाद में मेरी शादी हुई है, उसके बाद में मेरे 2 किड्स हुए हैं, ये सारे विन्स हम भूल गए और कभी सेलिब्रेट किए ही नहीं. और हम बोल रहे कि जब मैं घर खरीदूंगा तब आई विल बी सेलिब्रेटिंग. नो, दिस इज नॉट हाउ हैपेंस, क्योंकि यू विल ऑलवेज फील शॉर्ट ऑफ टू अचीव दैट पर्टिकुलर थिंग विच इज जो तुम्हारे सामने है. तो ये छोटी छोटी चीजें जो है उसको सेलिब्रेट करना चालू करो. वन ऑफ माई टीम मेंबर्स, व्हाट शी डज इज, whenever I ask her if she has a great wins, she loves ice cream. I say to her celebrate yourself with a great ice cream. Abhi recently she started tasting different varieties of ice creams because she is celebrating her own self. Second, this is a very real story. One of my clients, she is a multi-millionaire. She is a multi-millionaire and she loves those chocolates, what we call the nutties, and she failed to celebrate her own self, their achievements. She has come so far, but she never celebrate that particular thing. And during that session, I shared, it's time for you to celebrate with that nutties, and when she did, that smile within herself was completely different. क्योंकि आप इतना जो मेहनत कर रहे हो, ये किसके लिए कर रहे हो? अपने आप के लिए सबसे कर रहे हो. When you are celebrating this is very much important. और ये celebrating, you don't need to celebrate yourself just by gifting a Lamborghini or BMW or Mercedes. ये नहीं होने वाला है, ये आगे जाके होगा, बट छोटी छोटी चीजें. Similarly, the watch which I am wearing right now,
Yes.
this is one of my celebration when I was able to get my first high ticket clients, for which I closed for 1.5 lakhs. So I celebrated myself with this expensive watch. Now why did I do that? Now this became my anchor कि कभी भी मैं अपने लो टाइम्स में रहूंगा. द मोमेंट आई सी दिस वॉच, आई सी माई सेल्फ दैट आई कैन डू दिस अगेन. Right, this is a celebration. So I love watches, so I celebrate myself with different collections of watches. Similarly, आपको भी देखना है, maybe you are fond of a pen, maybe you are fond of some keychain, maybe you are fond of some dresses, anything. It can be just a small chocolate से लेके कुछ बड़ी चीज है. You need to celebrate yourself. Third important thing is, आप अपने सेल्फ टॉक को कभी इंप्रूव करोगे? ज्यादातर कभी आपका सेल्फ टॉक खराब होता है जब आपको परेशानी और दिक्कतें आती है फाइनेंशियली. करेक्ट? जब फाइनेंशियली जब वो कांटा बिगड़ जाता है, जब बैलेंस बिगड़ जाता है, तुम अपने आप को कोसने लग जाते हो, तुम अपने आप को बोलने लग जाते हो, यार आई एम नॉट वर्दी इनफ, यार आई एम नॉट एबल टू लिव दिस काइंड ऑफ अ लाइफ, ये वो you will start pouring all the blames and everything. So that's why it is very much important, even if you are getting a single rupee, bless that rupee. So one of the things which I do is, this is the bundle of note which I always keep it at my desk. You will find is my desk या तो यहाँ पर पीछे रहेगा. Why? There is a reason, because I came from the background where there was a scarcity of money. So वो हमेशा यहाँ पर घूमता रहेगा. इमीडिएटली वो क्लीन कोई नहीं कर सकता है, बट ओवर टाइम इट गेट्स क्लीन, दैट बिलीफ. सो व्हाट हैपेंस इज, अब उसको एक काउंटर एक्ट करने के लिए आई कीप दिस अबंडेंस ऑफ मनी. यहां पर सबकॉन्शियसली कोई बोलता है कि देयर वाज अ स्कैरसिटी ऑफ मनी, तुम तो चौल में पैदा हुए थे, यू आर बीन बोर्न इन अ स्कैरसिटी ऑफ मनी. देन व्हेन आई सी द रियलिटी, नो, I am not having a scarcity of money. I have a literally bundle of money right now. So that means I'm living in abundance.
Yes.
So ये चीज जब आप करते हो, when you have a great relationship, when you start blessing this money, you will start seeing the change. Similarly, for example, even if you're spending that 1 rupee, अगर हम वो 1 रुपए का चॉकलेट खरीद लेते और we are paying a bills, maybe that monthly electricity bills, when we are paying that, bless that. अब अभी आप बोलोगे वो पैसे तो हमारे पास नहीं आ रहे, हम क्यों ब्लेस करें? यू हैव टू ब्लेस बिकॉज यू गॉट द सर्विस ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. सो दैट्स व्हाई यू नीड टू ब्लेस दैट कि आई एम एबल टू पे दिस मनी टू दैट पर्सन हु हैज गिवन दैट वैल्यू इन रिटर्न. तो ये जब आप ब्लेसिंग चालू कर दोगे ना, आज अगर आप 1 रुपए का ब्लेसिंग स्टार्ट करोगे ना, कल आपके पास करोड़ों रुपए आएगा तो भी आप ब्लेस करोगे. आज अगर 1 रुपए की अगर आप कदर या ब्लेस नहीं करोगे, कल को करोड़ के 10 करोड़ भी आओगे तो भी आप ब्लेस नहीं करोगे. It's as simple. So these are the 2 to 3 practical tips, which I implement. There are a lot of practical things, but definitely, there are so many things which I have already mentioned in my book, which is Quit Mediocrity. It's basically all about how you can quit the average mediocre mindset and shift your mindset to thinking rich. So these are the 3 tips which I wanted to share with you, Kama.
Thank you so much. I today going to that order this book firstly.
Thank you.
First work after
so much.
After this, I am going to buy this book. So thank you so much. Those such powerful practices. I love how you have emphasized the importance of this, doing this consistently. in my experience, these small daily acts of that self-love you mentioned create the, I think, the foundation of our lasting transformations in our relationships. Because we have to do these things, we have to do mirror exercise. बट ये जो बचपन वाली आपने बात बोली कि बचपन में सिर्फ हमें ये बोला जाता है तुम ये नहीं कर सकते हो, लेकिन ये नहीं बोला जाता है कि तुम क्या कर सकते हो.
करेक्ट करेक्ट.
हमें करना है, हमें पता है कि हम क्या कर सकते हैं. वी हैव टू टेक दिस अनदर स्टेप, वी हैव टू टेक दैट, कीप ट्राइंग और वही मेहनत का फल हमें जरूर मिलता है. मेहनत कभी जाया नहीं होती है. सो थैंक यू so much for giving such valuable insights on this topic.
Just to add on this, Kamar, you said it very rightly. बचपन से हमें ये बताया गया कि ये नहीं कर सकते, वो नहीं कर सकते हो, because from they have their own set of beliefs. उसके वजह से वो beliefs हमारे पे डाला गया है कि आप ये चीजें नहीं कर सकते हो. बट अगर आप एक लॉजिकली अगर हम सोचते हैं, this is what I always think, universe, let this call as a god, like it's like Allah, Jesus, or any god. Why did they send us to this earth without giving that creative expression where we can achieve abundance?
Yes.
Because ऐसे तो गॉड ने भेजा ही नहीं है कुछ चीज के, like because we are a beautiful creation of a god. अगर हम ऐसा सोचते हैं कि हम कुछ चीजें नहीं कर सकते, तो हम अपने खुदा पे क्वेश्चन कर रहे हैं कि आपने ये चीज हमें भूल गए, और आप जब हमें बना रहे थे वो टाइम पे आप भूल गए कि आई एम विल बी एबल टू डू दैट मीन्स वी आर क्वेश्चनिंग आवर गॉड. बट माई आंसर टू दिस इज वी कैन नॉट क्वेश्चन द ग्रेट यूनिवर्स, बिकॉज they have made everybody, they have given that particular ability through their creative expression, that whatever they want they can achieve, and they have the ability. Simple, this is what I say to my mentees. If you have dare, if you have if you dare to dream big, you also have the ability to achieve big, period. Because उसके आगे मुझे क्वेश्चन नहीं करना है टू द यूनिवर्स, क्योंकि यूनिवर्स ने ऑलरेडी दे दिया है. अब ये मेरा काम है कि मुझे ढूंढना है, अपने आप पे बिलीव करना है, एंड देयर विल बी सून आई विल बी एबल टू अचीव इट. दिस इज व्हाट आई वुड लाइक टू शेयर, कामर, ऑन दिस पॉइंट.
हमें वन ऑफ द बेस्ट क्रिएशन बनाया गया है. उर्दू में इसका वर्ड है कि अशरफुल मखलूकात, वन ऑफ द बेस्ट क्रिएशन. और हमें इसलिए बना के हम वो अचीव कर सके, हमें वो पावर दी है उस रब ने कि हम वो कर सके. हम क्वेश्चन, जो आपने बोला कि हम क्वेश्चन नहीं करना चाहिए हमें, क्योंकि उसने हर किसी को अलग बनाया, हर किसी को दिया है कि आप जाओ, एक्सप्लोर करो, यू कैन गेट एवरीथिंग, ईच एंड एवरीथिंग इन योर लाइफ, बट वी हैव टू गेट एंड डू दीज थिंग्स. अगर हम बोलेंगे हमें सारा बेड पे ही मिल जाए, तो वो तो नहीं मिलने का, हमें तो करना पड़ेगा. वी हैव टू डू समथिंग. या हिलजुल तो करना ही पड़ेगा, उसके बिना कुछ नहीं है. जब तक हम वो प्रैक्टिस, हम मेहनत नहीं करेंगे तो हमें नहीं मिल सकता. Thank you so much. You add on this point, one point extra. So my next question is that how does negative self-talk that limit potential, and what steps can you take to reframe these thoughts? And that you elaborate much on this before, but कोई तो क्योंकि लिमिट क्या करता है हमें, क्योंकि हम करना ही नहीं चाहते हैं. आधे लोग अपने लिए कुछ करना ही नहीं चाहिए, तो इस थॉट को हम रिफ्रेम कैसे कर सकते हैं? पहला पॉइंट तो ये है कि वी आर द बेस्ट क्रिएशन, वी कैन डू ईच एंड एवरीथिंग. करेक्ट.
सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी नीड टू सी कि हमें चाहिए क्या इस लाइफ से, और जो हमें चाहिए वो मिलेगा, दैट्स पीरियड. बट वी नीड टू नो व्हाट डू वी रियली वांट. And if that is something which you are not getting a clarity, ask yourself that what do you don't want in this life?
Oh.
The moment when you're starting asking कि ये चीज मुझे नहीं चाहिए लाइफ में, for example, I don't want to live this mediocre life, so that means I want to live a great and rich life, so this is my want. जब मुझे what I don't want मुझे पता लग जाएगा ना, so what I want I will be getting it. तो मुझे क्या लाइफ में नहीं चाहिए, कुछ चीज है जो मैं लाइफ में टॉलरेट नहीं करूंगा, मतलब वो चीज मुझे नहीं चाहिए. करेक्ट, देयर इज अ रीजन. तो ये जानना बहुत जरूरी है फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल. एंड देन how can you push your own limit? This is something which is very much important, because we always hear, like, हम जिसके साथ रहते हैं, the average of 5 people whom we are hanging around with, we are one of that particular 5 people. जो वो income जो वो कमाते हैं, we will be the average of that particular person. It's very much important. You should be surrounding yourself with, like, great people. And yesterday I was in one of the masterminding meet, which is an international mastermind meet, and वहां पर everybody was, like, millionaires and multi-millionaires, and I was just looking at them and I was just listening. Why? Because I want to know what all things they did, what all things that worked, what all things they failed to do, how they are thinking it, and what are the words they are using. और उनके डिक्शनरी में फेलियर कुछ है ही नहीं, उनके डिक्शनरी में मैं नहीं कर सकता हूं है ही नहीं. So can you see the talk what they are having? That is something which is different. So you need to surround yourself with the great people who are better than you, who are, like, high achievers than you. Like, your community. आप जो community अपने clients को देते हो, that is very much important, where people are growing, they are becoming a better version. That kind of a community. I also have my community, which is called as a $1 million brand club, where these are the people who are a like-minded people, where they grow together, and when they, like, talk to each other, and they don't talk about कि उसके घर पे क्या चल रहा है, इसके घर पे क्या चल रहा है, और आज आपने सीरियल ये देखा है या बिग बॉस आपने देखा है. No, the talk what is happening in our community, like your community, my community, it's different. Hey, this is what I need to do, this is what I want to achieve, how can I do that? So this is how you can, like, push your own limit by, like, getting into some kind of a mastermind group or community. Kamar.
Oh, amazing. What is that eye-opening perspective on this reframing? I think it reminds me that how often we let our that inner critic जो हमारा होता है run the show, क्योंकि हम उसी के हिसाब से चलते हैं. वो क्या हमें बोलता है, वही आपने बहुत अच्छा बोला कि हमें क्या नहीं चाहिए अपनी लाइफ में, फिर हमें पता चलेगा कि हमें क्या चाहिए. But we want from this life. Such may your practical approach to transforming these limiting thoughts into, I think, that empowering ones is exactly what many of our that audience need to hear today. Thank you so much. Thank you. So why do you think many people struggle with self-love, and how can understand the importance of a healthy self relationship led to this personal growth?
Yeah. So it is, like, definitely it is very much important. First thing is, दूसरे को focus करना बंद करो. That's it. If you are focusing on somebody else, focus what good things they have, or, like, what is the good things which you can learn. Because what I see is, whenever if I am seeing, for example, like, today I met you, Kamar, I am looking at things like, what all things I am learning from you. For example, आपने वो फरिश्ता वाला चीजें बताया, which I was not aware of, I learned from you. When you are जब आप अपना स्टूडेंट का कैप पहनते हो ना, तो आप बच्चे से भी कुछ सीख सकते हो, बुजुर्ग से भी कुछ सीख सकते हो, बाजू वाले से भी सीख सकते हो, सब एंगल से. एक पेड़ से भी सीख सकते हो, एक हवा से भी सीख सकते हो, आसमान से भी सीख सकते हो. आसमान से क्या सीख सकते हैं? दैट्स देयर इज नो लिमिट, देयर इज अबंडेंस. पेड़ से क्या सीख सकते हो? अगेन आई कैन सी अबंडेंस ऑफ लीव्स व्हिच कैन नॉट बी काउंटेड. वाटर से क्या सीख सकते हो? लाइक, इट्स लाइक देयर आर प्लेंटी ऑफ वाटर, लाइक, कभी पानी की कमी होगी ही नहीं. दैट शोज दैट every individual has their own set of, like, richness which has been there with God, जो कम नहीं होगा. फॉर एग्जाम्पल कोई और कमा रहा है, that doesn't mean कि मुझे वो शेयर कम मिलेगा. No. So similarly, this is what I see when it comes to others, is what is that I can learn from them, and what are the good things I can see. But I am also a human being. That doesn't mean कि कभी मुझे भी कोई चीजें के thoughts नहीं आते और jealousy नहीं होते, आते हैं. But again, I will circle back. No, this is not good, because it is not going to impact others. It is going to impact me and my intention. So go back into the circle and see and focus what is the good things. So this is how I improve my connection and relationship. And when it comes to self-talk, always bless you for the kind of a life you have, because if you're not blessing the kind of a life you have right now, you will never bless if you have a mansion or bungalows as well. Similarly, जब मैं चौल में रहता था, वन रूम किचन में, जहां पर एक किचन एक हॉल था, और देयर वाज अ सीमेंट शीट, एंड व्हेनेवर देयर यूज्ड टू हैव अ रेनी सीजन, पानी टपकते थे लिटरली. और पूरा rainy season, I used to hate it. Where people used to love hanging around in rainy season, I used to hate it. Then when I started being grateful with that particular house, okay, और वो house जब था, जब मैं when I was saying, I was never grateful for that, because I got to know this grateful later. और जब वो house के बदले now I have a 4-floor house, and still I was not grateful. So that's when the gratitude comes into picture. जब मैं पतरे से पानी टपकता था तभी भी खुश नहीं था, आज 4 फ्लोर का खुद का हाउस है, अभी भी खुश नहीं है. So there is nothing about that particular place, it's about the place which you have within here. Yes. That needs to be changed, and that's when I was able to found of a grateful gratitudeness. और जब आप जहां पर भी हो, if you are grateful for that, wherever you are going to go, you will always be grateful. That is what is important, Kama.
Yes. That's such a that compassionate and insightful analysis. तो लगता है ये अंडरस्टैंडिंग होना बहुत जरूरी है. दिस अंडरस्टैंडिंग इज मुझे लगता है ऑफन द फर्स्ट स्टेप इन द हीलिंग जर्नी. और मैं अक्सर अपने क्लाइंट्स के साथ मैं उनको एक पोइट्री का ये बोलती हूँ कि उठ बांध कमर क्या डरता है, फिर देख खुदा क्या करता है. शुरू तो करो अपनी जर्नी, करो तो कुछ. और सच में थैंक यू सो मच. और अब जो मैं क्वेश्चन पूछने वाली हूँ, एज यू आर दैट मिस्टर ब्रांड, सो I think this question must be asked in this live. So Ravi, as an expert in that personal branding, how can professionals effectively align their professional values with their professional brand, and why is this alignment crucial for long term successes?
Absolutely. So when it comes to building your personal brand, it is very much important. और सिर्फ दो ही चीजें मैं बात करूंगा, because there are so many things, but this 2 things is very much foundation. The first is authenticity. आप वो रहो जो आप हो, किसी और के जैसा बनने की कोशिश मत करो. The moment when you will start becoming somebody else, you will losing your own self. क्योंकि किसी और के जैसा बनने जाओगे तो आप नहीं बन पाओगे. Because
भी भूल जाओगे.
Exactly. So you need to be authentic as a person. From the day one, when you start being authentic to yourself, you will start creating your brand. Second is authentic कैसे होगे? When your values are aligned. अगर आपका values है honesty, so you are living with that values, and people who love that particular values, they will start living with you. And people don't who are not honest, उनके डिक्शनरी में नहीं है, they will set apart. So that is how it will actually help you to be building and getting an opportunity in a professional life as well as the personal life as well. Similarly, you need to know your own values as well.
Yes.
So there are so many values, or जो values, because as a brand, your values is a foundation. आपका values अगर strong है, वो वैल्यूज से ही आपका ब्रांड बनता है. एंड व्हेन यू आर ऑथेंटिक टू हु यू रियली आर, डेफिनेटली देयर इज नोबडी हु कैन स्टॉप यू टू बिल्ड योर ब्रांड. द ओनली थिंग इज किसी और के जैसा बनने की कोशिश मत करो, बिकॉज अगेन यू विल बी क्वेश्चनिंग द क्रिएटिविटी ऑफ अ गॉड एंड यूनिवर्स. Whoever you are, be you are, because people would love to be who you are compared to who you are not. तो वो मास्क जो है वो निकाल दो. वो एक जो मास्क रहता है, द मोमेंट व्हेन यू विल रिमूव इट, आपका एक ऑथेंटिक चेहरा बता हो, इट डजंट मैटर कि यू आर डार्क और यू आर फेयर, इट जस्ट डजंट मैटर. As an authentic person, there are certain tribes and community, the opportunities, everything is aligned towards your values and being authentic. So this is how you can start building your brand. Come on.
Yes, what a powerful framework for authentic branding, particularly that appreciate how you have that connected your inner alignment with outer success. This resonates, I think, deeply with my coaching philosophy too. When we show up authentically, success follows naturally, isn't it?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So thank you so much. What an so audience. This show is that this show I think must go on. We reached 12:27. It's about 1 hour.
Oh, yeah.
Thank
Correct.
thank you so much. What an incredible session I must say we have had today with this amazing personality Ravi Nadar sir. We have explored the profound connection between self-love, self-talk, and personal branding. Ravi has shared very valuable information and as Ravi that emphasized understanding the importance of a healthy self relationship is I think key to personal growth and unlocking your true potential. These are not just abstract concepts, they are powerful tools that can help us quit mediocrity and lead more fulfilling lives. Thank you so much, Ravi, for sharing your wisdom and experiences. Your mission to impact 1 million professionals truly shines through in how you connect personal development with professional success. So, audience, don't forget to check out Ravi's book, Quit Mediocrity, for more guidance on your journey for self improvement and personal branding. You must contact him. And one more thing, if you want to be that Mr. Brand, you must have to contact him, follow him on social media networks so that you can easily get to know what he is doing and connect with him if you want to be a Mr. Brand. Remember, the journey to a strong personal brand starts with how we talk to ourselves and aligns with our own core values. Let's carry these lessons forward and continue to grow together. Thank you so much, sir. Keep nurturing. I must say to our audience that keep nurturing that relationship with yourself and with your personal brand too. Thank you so much. Anything else, Raviji, you want to share with our audience today? Any last
Yes, well,
one liner, any last one that keynote?
absolutely. So first of all, thank you so much. A lot of things I was able to, and I'm grateful for this session because I got to learn so many things, interacting with you as well, and especially to these audience. Like, if you have a challenge when it comes to the relationship, not only relationship within yourself, also with the getting that harmony in your relationship, and you're always frustrated, you are not able to balance your emotions, anything related to that, I think so, Kamar is the person where you can get in touch with you, because she is the one who has a great expertise, and also she talks about the EFT expert, which we have not talked about yet, but many of them they don't know, but this is a magic, that tapping it through different areas, and the points where where the block is and everything. Definitely, if you need that harmony in your relationship, because everything is a relationship in end of the day, because if you have a great relationship within, that's when you will be having a great relationship without. So that's why please contact Kamar and get in touch with you. She is the one who is very much passionate about making your relationship as harmony. And definitely, yes, I also have a one liner, and this is what always I say to people within my community, all the mentees as well. And yes, if you want to definitely, because the first thing I say is always is getting rich is your birthright, period. We are not being born to live in a middle class. That's how we are born, but that is not our destination, period. It's getting rich is your birthright. तो अभी जैसे आधार कार्ड सबका एक birthright हो गया है कि आधार कार्ड चाहिए, similarly getting rich is your birthright, definitely. And the second last thing I would like to say is, Kamar, like I always say to my mentees and everybody, is do not forget that you are a $1 million brand, period.
Wow. Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And if you talked about that EFT. I am practicing EFT on myself on daily basis. After that morning rituals, I followed that savers technique in the morning.
Hmm.
After that, I go on that tapping. I'm tapping on my third eye, tapping
Correct.
on my head, that crown chakra. I am doing practicing all these things firstly on myself and then teaching to my clients and teaching to my tribe members. Thank you so much once again. Hi, Doctor Nasira. If you want to ask any question to Ravi sir, please. He's a personal branding coach. You can ask him anything if you have any questions, Dr. Nasira. No, so Nasira, please go through this live again, and you will find so many things. You will find that miracles in this live. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for giving this opportunity. And yes, stay connected and keep impacting lives, because if we don't do, then who will?
Yes, and I think that our next live is about that brand. I think we have to
Yes,
go
yes,
go.
absolutely.
Hi, Haripriya. If you have any question for Ravi, so then you can ask. He's a
Great,
personal branding coach.
great to connect you, Haripriya.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Bye. Bye.
Well, thank you so much. Well, see you then. Bye bye. Take care.